Hey, it's Doris with all of the books, and it's May 5th, so I thought it is more than time to get my TBR shelf reorganized for the month. Yeah, so what's on there now? These are, for the most part, books that I bought last month, and most of them are books for the Women's Prize list or books that people thought might make the Women's Prize list. And I am going to put some of these in with my other TBR because I'm not in the mood to read all of them. We're kind of halfway through the Women's Prize. The short list has been announced, and yeah, so I had bought The Immortalist, which did not make the list, but this one screams fall to me, so I bought it because I want to put it on my fall mantle. I'm not even kidding, but I think it's a pretty good book, hopefully. It has gotten a few mixed reviews, but I think more positive. So I'm going to put this back on my shelves, and, well, not back on my shelves, it hasn't been there yet, but I'm going to save that one for closer to fall to read. And the same thing with these two. I just I think I want some fresh stuff, so I still am feeling compelled to read Miss Burma for whatever reason, so I'm going to leave that one there. Same with See What I've Done, still interested. The Idiot made the short list, so I do still want to read that one. And Tin Man, I think I'm going to save for, I think, later in the hot summer, maybe August. And then these two are my 5-star predictions that I still haven't gotten to. What in the world? What in the world? So that's going to stay from last month. And then let's talk about how I did last month with my reading. I'm pretty pleased. So basically, let's look here. I read 15 books and I purchased 15. So, yeah, that is, let me fix my little camera. That makes me pretty happy. 15 and 15 out, so I broke even. So, and I also broke even last month, except I didn't read 15, I only read 14, but I found one on my shelf that would have been a reread, so it could go back on my red shelves. So 2 months in a row that I've broke even, and I'm really thinking that I can make some massive progress in the next 3 months because May 24th is my last day of school. I mean, yay for the life of a public school teacher. I can't quite get it right. Anyway, so I have an entire week free the end of May, all of June, and most of July. Teachers have to go back some of those last 3 or 4 days of July, and school generally starts the 1st of August. So I think, and I am only 9 books over for the year, so I have bought 9 books more than I've read so far this year. So I think that I can take those numbers back to the right direction and go down on my TBR even. So that's the goal for the next 3 months, is to read more than I buy. And yeah. Oh, and my owls, I did very well on. There were 12 and I read 10 of them. So yay. I had to reshuffle at the end because the books that I had originally planned on reading, I didn't get to, I think, 3 of those, but I was able to reshuffle with some of the ones I had read just in general. And so yeah, the only 2 I didn't make were Astronomy and Divinations and Prophecies, which would have been The Immortalist and Red Clocks. But, you know, I mean, 10 out of 12 is pretty darn good, I think. So, one thing I've noticed with my book buying is that I buy and then I am able to kind of hold myself in check for the rest of the month. And then as soon as the next month rolls around, I'm like, oh yeah, I can buy again. And I just go crazy immediately. So I'm going to try to not go crazy at the beginning of the month and wait till mid-month to do that. So the way I'm going to do that is to make myself work on my purchase books from last month that I still have. So these first two, Wives and Daughters and Rainbirds, I am currently reading. So I'm not even going to put those on my TBR shelf because I'm in process with those. And those are going to be finished. Wives and Daughters is a month-long read-along. But Rainbirds I'm going to finish this weekend. So, excuse me, I'm good with those. And then of this stack, Sight and Catherine are also read-alongs. I'm going to put the read-alongs over here. And, or buddy reads rather. And then, okay, Thomas Hardy is going to be saved for Victober, so that is going on the shelf. And Jane Austen was my naughty purchase because I thought I was going to finish Pride and Prejudice, and the rule is to finish one before you buy the next. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to make myself finish Pride and Prejudice before I buy more. Ish, you know, I'm not being harsh with myself. So that one is staying, and this one is going to be saved for later this summer. And that leaves Elizabeth's In Her German Garden and Kitchen Essays, which both I am very excited to read right away. So I'm going to put those on my TBR. So yeah, I want to finish these three before I start going crazy. We'll see. And what else? Oh, I'm also in progress with City of Brass, so that is in the progress, but that's an audiobook. So, some of you may have saw that I started a new collection, the fish collection, and I'm reading Rainbirds, so really pretty goldfish cover, and I finished The Fish Girl, which I really thought was quite a profound read, and The Dragon Behind the Glass, which loved it, exactly my kind of nonfiction. So I looked through my shelves and I found Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea, and Haldor Laxness, The Fish Can Sing. Now, neither one of these have fish on the cover that I see, but they're both dealing with fishermen, and my dad and brothers are commercial fishermen, so I think I will really relate to both of these. And I thought it was super neat. Like, I bought this one at the used bookstore, and I knew when I grabbed it that it was a Nobel Prize winning author because it's on the cover. And then Hemingway, when I pulled this one I found at Goodwill, and I am so happy with this book. It's a 1952, and I think it might be a first edition. I just think it's gorgeous. I love vintage. But yeah, so he is a Nobel Prize winner as well, and 54 and 55. How cool is that? That they're like back-to-back years of winning. So I'm gonna try to jump on these this month, and I have a lot of buddy reads going. So my next Mary Stuart is my brother Michael, and I have another buddy read this month. Let me see. I don't remember what it is. I wrote it down here. Wives and Daughters, my brother Bel Canto. Yeah. I'm reading this one. So those are my buddy reads, and they're like 1 week, next week, next week, next week. So that'll work really well. So yeah, these are the books that I'm hoping to get to this month. I'll give you a closer little peek in a minute. And then May is Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month here in the States. So I think I'm going to, my finger, it's weird to point where you don't think you're supposed to be pointing. These are my, no, wrong shelf. I'm putting it in the wrong spot. Oh, you can't see them. Dork. Let me just take this off here. These are my Asian books right in this area. So I think I will read something off of there. So let me go show you these real quick. Okay, so this is what I have on my TBR shelf at the moment. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I mean, I don't know how many I'll get to because I have 3 in progress right now already. And these are my buddy reads, so these are definites, but we'll see. And then these are my Asian books. So I haven't really looked at them to see what I'm interested in at the moment, but take a look and let me know if there's any on there you think I should read this month. Yeah. So that's how I'm doing for May. I hope your TBR is going well. I love setting TBRs, and I've kind of enjoyed setting looser ones recently. So yeah, that's what I got, and I think I'm going to go read now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.